do a little hip opening deep stretch. This is Maya. Leora is joining us. Coronado might make an appearance. So first we'll just find a comfortable seated position. There he is. He's ready for some yoga. Reach down through your sit bones. Rise tall through the crown of your head. Take a couple of deep breaths. Just let your awareness settle into your body. Take a moment to just let go of anything you may be holding on to mentally. Start inviting some movement into the head, lowering the chin toward the chest on your exhale. Inhale, lengthen the front of your neck, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Do that once more. Come back to center. Turn the head from side to side. Exhale as you turn. Inhale through center. Roll the shoulders back and down. On your next inhale, sweep the arms all the way up toward the sky. Interlace the fingers. Press the palms up toward the ceiling. Let's side bend to the left. Inhale up. Side bend to the right. Inhale up. We'll do each side once more. Exhale. Lift. Exhale. And lift. Roll up the wrists. Let's straighten the legs out in front. And we'll roll our ankles at the same time. The calf's already feel a nice stretch from just doing that. All right. Point the toes, pull them back. We can do the same with our wrists, palms facing us, and then away. Good, and then just shake it out, bounce your legs. All right. We're gonna move on to hands and knees. Doing a couple rounds of cat-cow. As you inhale, look out in front, collarbones moving away. Exhale, belly button to the spine. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Come back to neutral tabletop. We're gonna swing our right hip out to the side, then look back. Swing it to the left, and look back. Just moving side to side, wagging our tail. Come back to neutral tabletop. We're gonna round the spine toward the sky like we do in cat. And then we're gonna send our hip over to the side like we just did when we were wagging our tail. Arch the spine down, look out in front like cow. Hip over to the left, making a nice big circle. Pause and switch directions. And come back to center. Move your fingertips out in front. We're gonna bring our left foot forward, coming into a low lunge. So we should sink forward enough that we feel a nice stretch, but the knee is still over the ankle, protecting that knee. So you can widen your stance a little bit if you need to. Lift your head and chest a little bit. And then imagine you're splitting the thighs, you're pushing them in opposite directions. Really open up. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Gonna take a little bit more activation for a moment. So curl the toes of the back leg under, and then push the heel back, lifting the knee off the ground. If this doesn't feel comfortable, you can leave that knee on the mat. Let's take our left hand, put on the inside of the left foot. You may need to bring the left foot more toward the outer edge of the mat. Lower the back knee down. Top of the back foot comes down. And see if you can sink a little deeper into this stretch. You can bend the elbows, lower the forearms down. If you have yoga blocks or a stack of blankets, you can use that to lift the ground up. So it will ease you into the opening here. We'll take a couple more breaths. Begin to come back onto the palms. We're gonna roll the left foot onto the outer edge, and we can place our hand on the inside of the thigh, moving it out. If you don't feel stable there, just roll the foot without pushing the hand. We're gonna slowly turn this stretch. So that front foot, the heel will stay down, but we're gonna walk our hands over to the right and turn the foot as we go. We're coming into a side lunge. So inner edge of that right foot is down on the ground. You should feel a nice opening through the inner right thigh. If this is hard on the knees, you can lift yourself up a little bit more for a little bit more support, or you can place the knee down if that feels more comfortable. Take one more deep breath here. And we'll walk it back around to the front. Lower your right knee down. Left knee goes back to meet it. Let's bring our right foot forward this time. Starting off in that nice wide, low lunge, lifting the head and chest a little bit. Move toward that activation, curling the left toe under, push the heel back, lift the thigh bone. Right hand comes to the inside of the right foot. We'll have a tendency here to let that right knee come off center, so make sure you're staying active to keep the knee over the ankle. And really lift that thigh, press the heel back. You'll get a nice deep stretch here. Lower the knee down, top of the foot. And maybe sink a little further into our lunge here. Again, check on that knee, make sure you're keeping it nice and centered. One more deep breath here. Make your way back up onto the palms. We'll roll to the outer edge of that right foot. And then we'll start turning into our side lunge. Two more deep breaths here. And then start to walk yourself back. Slide the right foot back, knees are next to one another. And let's just take a nice swing of the hips once again. Bring your hands out a little bit in front of your face. We're gonna make our way up to a downward facing dog. Belly button draws in, hips push up. Walk it out. Rotate the armpits outward to get a little bit more activation in the upper back if you need it. And come back to stillness. We're gonna bend our right knee, lifting the foot off of the ground. Push the heel toward the sky. And then we're going to open up our right hip by bringing that right foot over to the left. Push evenly through both hands. As we exhale, that right knee is going to draw into the belly. We're going to move forward toward our plank position and then rotate our right hip, creating a figure four, or bringing that shin so that it's lining up with the front edge of our mat. Left toe is going to point straight back, so look at your leg, make sure that it's in line. And we're going to sink into our pigeon pose here. We'll have the tendency to let the hips fall out to the side, and we're going to try and prevent that by pulling everything back toward the center. So from here, you can rest on the forearms. You can do like what Maya's doing and bring your head closer to the ground. Make sure it feels comfortable. You can also, if you have a cushion or a block, slide it underneath the right hip for a little support. And enjoy your stretch. We'll take 5 deep breaths here, nice and slow. On your next inhale, into lift yourself up. Take a little back bend here if that feels okay. We're going to curl the left toes under. Lift the knee off the ground and then move back into our downward facing dog. Do the same on the other side. Bend the left knee. Lift the heel toward the sky and then open up to the right. Slowly bring the left knee into the belly. Weight is coming onto the palms and lay your leg down. Good. Always check back up your other leg before you lengthen and lower down. If you wanna take this into a nice shoulder opener, Maya was just showing a good example. You can bring your palms together and then bend the elbows, bringing the hands toward your back. more deep breaths here. Slowly begin to lift yourself up. Curl the right toes under, lift the knee, move back into down dog. Bring your knees back down to the ground. We're going to take our frog pose here. So I'll show you full frog. We'll get Maya there, and then I'll show you a version of half frog. It might be more comfortable for some people. So for our full frog, we're gonna bring the knees out to a comfortable position. So spreading the inner thighs open. And as we get here, we want the knees to be in line with the hips, ankle in line with the knees, and then flex your feet. So good. Perfect. If you lean forward a little bit, you might be able to get your knees, there you go. And then I'm gonna move out of her way. Then you can start to kind of sink down, coming onto the forearms. If that isn't feeling comfortable or accessible for you today, we can do that with just one knee opening. So one leg will be straight and one leg will be opening up at once. I don't know if you can see me here, but you're good. I think I'll just come back here. Perfect. So one leg goes straight, the other leg will move out to the side. You still want that alignment, knee, hip, knee, ankle, and then make your way down. So if you're doing one leg at a time, take 5 deep breaths and then switch. We'll take 10 deep breaths with both legs open. Feel free to switch if you'd like. This is such a good, intense hip opener. Make sure that you're listening to your body. If it needs you to come out sooner, then do it. After you've been in here for a bit, you may need to readjust and open up a little bit more. And when you're ready to come out, we'll plant your hands on the ground. Use the press of your hand into the ground to take some weight off of the legs so you can slowly step them in. Try not to strain by squeezing the legs together. Good. We're gonna come onto our back for a couple of stretches down here before we finish up our practice. So we'll start with the right ankle crossing on the left thigh. So knees are bent, feet are on the ground. Bring that right ankle over to the left. We did our pigeon already, but we're gonna take it in a different way, interlacing the fingers under the thigh of the left leg and then pull it in. You can get a little more stretch here. You can rock side to side or stay still. Lower your left foot down to the ground, but keep your legs stacked as they are. We're gonna take the legs stacked like this and just lower them over to the left. So the bottom of your right foot may come to the ground. If your legs are hovering, use a blanket or a pillow to bring the ground up to your legs and your feet. On your next exhale, belly button draws in, legs are lifting back through center. We'll straighten them out for a moment. We're going, and then we will stack the left ankle on the right thigh for the other side. So interlacing the fingers behind the right thigh, draw the legs in. Lower the right foot to the ground. Legs are staying stacked as we lower them to the right. Hold hands with your friend. On your next exhale, bring those legs back through center once more. Uncross the legs, lengthen them along the mat. Going to take our relaxation now, so get comfortable. Adjust your shoulder blades, palms face up. Relax your forehead. The muscles behind your eyes. Relax your jaw, letting the teeth separate slightly. Relax your neck, throat, shoulders. Relax your upper arm, elbows, forearms. Relax your wrists, palms, hands and fingers. Relax your chest and upper back, ribs, middle back, belly and low back. Relax your hips and pelvis, your thighs and knees. Relax your shins, calves, and ankles. Relax your feet and your toes. The body completely relaxed. Maintain complete stillness of your physical body as you redirect your awareness to your breathing. Following each breath as it enters the nose, moves into the lungs, and lifts the belly. And each exhale, as the belly lowers, breath leaves the lungs, leaves the nostrils. This is where I will leave you today. Take as much time as you'd like to, relaxing, focusing on your breath. Thank you so much for practicing with Maya and I today. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you. Snoozy kitty. Oh, that felt great. Oh, thank you.